Hello and welcome to the second and probably final installment of the Sharper video series by myself, Kevin. Anyway, I've got an echoey problem on my audio. I need to deal with it. In the meantime, bear with me. So, pro-style lighting. First off, get this extra light turned off here. You need light stands. Cheapo light stands. Go ghetto style. Grab a couple of old halogen torchiere lamps. Get them at the dollar store, or not the dollar store, second-hand store, garage sales, or even at the curbside. The price is even better. They make great light stands. Make sure they're unplugged, strip the wiring out of them, take the top off of them, and they're less prone to tipping over. Anyway, that's light stands. For lights, I see some people are using the halogen work lights. They're awful hot. They're great, but they're awful hot, and they suck a lot of electricity. And I've seen people using, with good success, compact fluorescent bulbs. Get them in warm white, not cool white, because you get a better color spectrum out of them, more natural light. Looked around for clamp lamps to use the bulbs in and attach to my light stands, and couldn't find what I wanted, so I decided to make it. Again, visit your local second-hand store, garage sale, curbside, and get a end-table lamp and take the socket off it and strip the wiring out of it. Again, make sure it's unplugged before you do any of this. I like this type of a socket with the push button on either side. It has two contacts on the inside. Tri-lights will have a third contact in there. It's usually just a metal prong that sticks up. Those will have a dead spot. Usually they've got a twisting on-off button on the side. Anyway, on these push button type, on the right hand side of the toggle that sticks out on either side, press in or stick a small screwdriver in between the base here and the line, and this should come apart. Pull the sleeve off the top part of the socket. You will find screws on either side holding the wires on. Unscrew them, pull the wires out, and then you can strip the wire out the bottom of the lamp. Then on the base of this socket, somewhere there's a set screw. You'll see it there, somewhere, right there. Unscrew that just a little bit, and then you'll be able to, there's threads inside of here, and I'll be able to unthread that base portion of the socket off of the threaded tube that holds the lamp together. Anyway, once your wire is fully stripped out, thread it through the base, and then attach it to the socket portion again with the screws. I then tie a knot and slide it all the way up to the base of the socket. Add a little bit of electrician's tape to protect the wire from the threads inside here. Put the sleeve back on top, and it should click twice. Click, and I guess the other side's already clicked. Anyway, there you have a light socket for cheap. Next, I get a couple of clamps. You can get them in metal. These are 6 inches roughly, or you can get them in plastic, and the jaws open even wider. These again are about 6 inches. A couple bucks at the hardware store, dollar store, wherever. I'll need that later, so I'll put that up there. Take a piece of rope or a shoelace, whatever. Tie this end together so you can work at the other end, and tape your socket so these edges are flush here. Tape it on with electrician's tape, and just leave the toggle switch portion free. Anyway, makes a nice little clamp lamp that is strong and compact, and best of all, doesn't slip very easy. Anyway, the one that I've got put together, I've got over top of my monitor right now. It is giving me very flat lighting across my face. You're seeing it reflected in my glasses. And you don't really get the impression that I'm a 3D object. So to give the impression of a 3D object in photography, you use side lighting. So I'm going to move that light over to the side and put it on my clamp, on my light stand. Put it at about head height, and I get harsh lighting because it's a bare bulb. I get a fairly strong dividing line down my face for shadow. What photographers do all the time. Photography, if you look at the Latin roots of the word, means painting with light. So you have to use light in different ways, like an artist uses paintbrushes. So you modify the light. Sometimes this is done with umbrellas or diffusing fabric. Photography umbrellas are not cheap, but a quick and dirty alternative is go to the dollar store, get a child's novelty umbrella in white. Couple bucks. They've got the safety tip on the plastic safety tip on the end. For the handle, it is usually a friction fit, and it can either be tugged off or cut off with a saw or whatever you decide to do. And then I will open this up. For attaching it to the clamp on my light stand, I've got a elastic band. This is so high tech. An elastic band on the other side of that doesn't have the lamp taped to it, or the socket taped to it. I slide that right up against the light stand post, and I get wraparound light on my face. Diffuse lighting, much softer, more of a 3D effect. The shadows are gentler in the creases of my face. You also don't get, again with side lighting, I don't get reflections from the light in my glasses. What's next? A fill light on the other side. For this I have got a dog at my feet that's hopefully not going to knock my lights over with my wires here. Well, wires everywhere. I have got a bedside reading lamp. You can get them at hardware stores up here in Canada. They're about $7-8. A little 25-watt tungsten light in it. Just tilt it until you get as much or as little light as you want. In photography, this is known as a hair light. If you've got hair, you shine it on the top on your hair. If you're bald like me, it's a bald light. You shine it on the side, and you get more of a 3D effect. I've still got shadows here on the front side of my face. So next photography trick we bring out is a fill card. So this is a piece of white on one side and sort of a off-white on the other side. A piece of matting. It's about 14 inches by maybe 20 inches. Even a piece of cardboard with computer paper stapled or taped to it would work. It's just a light reflector. And I take my other clamp and clamp it onto a second halogen torch-air light stand and see how that opens up the side of my face. This is pro-style lighting. You get a 3D effect. You see the wrinkles in my shirt. I pop out from the background. Play with ratios and distances. I've got this fill card quite close. My hand is against it there, and I've got maybe another inch or two that I can bring it in closer to my face. If I move my face closer to it, my hair light gets hotter, and my bald light. And the difference between left and right on my face evens out. If I move towards my umbrella diffused light, that side of my face gets hotter, and I get more of a shadow over here. So it is professional style lighting on a YouTube or Flickr budget if you're doing this digital still style. Excuse me. And so, basic tools, basic ideas and concepts. Go play with them, learn, have fun. Anyway, this is probably the last of the Sharper video series from me, but anyway, have fun with it, guys, and see you another time.